Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we had a riding lesson in the arena with Mia. Everything was okay, but then of course things decided to not go our way. To do with technical problems, we had a few microphone issues, so unfortunately I'm having to do a voiceover for this video, but never mind, that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, but it's absolutely fine. Yeah, it was a good lesson. It had its issues, had a few ups and downs. Uh, Alaska was not being her cooperative self as usual, but that's not unusual for her. But we were working on trying to keep her away from the gate because she tends to see that as if she goes to the gate, she goes in, she goes home and she has her dinner, which is not really ideal when you're trying to do some work with her in the arena. She's got to understand work time is work time and all of that comes later. Anyway, it was a beautiful day, so we didn't want to miss out on the sunshine. We were also working on the corners as well, because that's another thing that she tends to avoid like the plague, is going into the corners. So we were trying to do that as well. Also, she's lost quite a bit of muscle over the winter, which I think has a lot to do with how she behaved today. And she's lost a little bit of weight as well. Other than that, she doesn't really like to listen. She's quite a stubborn horse and quite difficult at times, I would say. I'm not being unfair or anything like that, but she's the kind of horse that if you wanted to get her to do something, you really have to work hard, and I mean really have to work hard. You have to literally drum it into her, and you have to be so consistent with her and so repetitive, and I have to say it is absolutely exhausting. At the end of this lesson I was absolutely knackered, excuse me for the better word, but I was really exhausted. Alaska is a wonderful horse in many ways. She's absolutely perfect, but when it comes to trying to get her to do something and you just ask her to do it the one time, maybe even twice, it just doesn't work. She's the kind of horse that if you ask her to trot, you have to give her a kick and you have to keep kicking consistently, because if you don't, she'll just stop. And it's the same with the canter and with the walk. So if you see my legs, and I will apologise for this because I know I do it, I try not to do it, but my legs are bloody awful. So they're all over the place. I look like I'm a little bird trying to take off. But honestly, this is just how I have to be with Alaska. It's not how I ride normally. Not to blow my own trumpet, I'm a decent rider. I'm not a professional. I'm not a beginner, but I can ride, you know. But when I'm on other horses, I ride completely different to how I ride with Alaska, because I've had to learn to change how I ride on Alaska to suit her difficulties and the things that she's having trouble with, you know, adapting to. So as many riders would know out there, sometimes you have to change your ways to fit with your horse, and that's exactly what I have to do with Alaska, and it is very hard work. Mia's ridden her a couple of times and she's got off a few times and says, oh my god, she is so hard to ride, and Mia is a very good rider. So I know it's not me. It is just one of those things. You've just got to take the good with the bad and make the best of it. But I really did try very hard on this lesson today. The sun was very warm. It was beating down on us a bit, to be fair to Alaska, so I think she was probably suffering because it was quite warm. I was absolutely sweating my knackers off, to be fair. And I was kicking for the life of me to try and get her to go from walk to trot back to walk to trot. We were concentrating on the walk to trot today. We didn't do much canter. We did a little bit in the end in a circle just to try and get her to respond to my aids. But even that proved difficult. Mia had to get the stick out just to give her a bit of encouragement to help. She did it in the end, but like I say, it was a very difficult lesson today. So we've got ourselves in trot here, and she's got a lovely trot. She's trotting really nicely around the arena. Just coming past the gate there, but she did very well there. She didn't worry about that gate at all, which was absolutely fantastic. And back into walk again. She does enjoy her lessons. I'm sure that she does, because her ears are always forward and my hands are always way too high, which they shouldn't be. They should be right back down. Naughty me. Just turning around and going the opposite way now. Neil's recording a few of the slow bits on the Pivo. We tried the Pivo today because we thought that it might be a better, easier way to record the lesson, but hey ho, the microphone didn't work, so that was a waste of time, but never mind. Now, as you can see, she pulls her head to the one side. Now, she doesn't like that corner. For some reason, she really does not like that corner or going past that corner. So I sort of have a battle on my hands to get her to go down there straight and to go around the corner. She does that all the time. It's just something that she'll just have to get used to. There was nothing over there. We didn't have a tractor this time, so she had no excuses. There were no horses in the field. I think she was just being a little bit spicy. But we continued on anyway. Back to walk again. Mia there giving me some instructions. And off into trot again. You see, when she wants to, she's got the most beautiful trot, and she sort of just flows across the surface. She really does move really lovely. And just coming around the edge of the poles there. Yeah, and oh dear, a rug on the fence has spooked her. Oh my goodness. What will it be next? I don't know. Alaska, really? Never mind. Silly Billy. Oh my god, that rug is going to attack me. Oh. Tell you what, it'd be a thing if it did, wouldn't it? Right, back into trot. Round the edges, get in those corners and stop pulling your head to the one side. Oh dear. And trotting along very nicely. No, that was naughty. That was very naughty. Little madam. Right, back down to the other end and around again. Yeah, pulling her head over the side again into that corner. She does not like that corner. And back into walk and trot. Lovely trot. We're hoping to do some competitions, like I say, in the next couple of months. But after today, I sort of was rethinking it a little bit in my mind, to be honest with you, because I thought, oh my goodness, if we can't get her to just go around the arena and go over some basic poles, maybe competition is not such a good idea. But I don't want to give up on my goals. I don't want to give up on her. and I don't want to give up on myself. So I am determined to work through these issues and see where it takes us. The competitions are not, you know, I can either take it or leave it, to be fair. I would like to do it because then I feel like I've achieved something, and it's important to me to achieve something. But at the end of the day, she's more important to me than any competition. So if she doesn't want to do it and just basic riding is all she wants to do, then that's fine as well. And trotting down the one side again, just trying to get her used to that gait and over the poles. Now she did that absolutely lovely, absolutely perfect. So what her problem is with the poles, I just can't seem to work out, because we've done plenty of pole work in the past and she's always been fine. She's never really had any problems with it, apart from picking her feet up excuse me, which every now and again she'll have a little bit of a problem with. Yep, and she was just a bit off the turn there. But I am hoping to get her to do a few small jumps in the next few weeks and build it from there. But like I say, let's just see how we go. Let's just see what happens. I think I've just learned with Alaska, I've had her 2 years now, that some horses, you just have to take them as they are. You can't change them. Well, within reason, obviously. You can change a little few things about them, but you're never going to change them for themselves, because that's who they are. You just have to try and work with it the best that you can. But like I say, she's the perfect horse in most ways. It's just such a shame that she struggles with the actual riding, I'm afraid, which is such a shame. Yeah. And doing some circles here in trot. So Mia's had us doing some circles so that she has to go past the gate and she has to go past that corner that she doesn't like. So it's getting her to get used to the corner and the gate and understanding there's really nothing to worry about and it's really no big deal. Trying to create a little bit more of a bigger circle. And walking over the poles. Yay, she did that lovely. Absolutely lovely. And back down the one side. Round the corner. But the camera played up a couple of seconds just before that. My apologies for that. I think that was Neil with his sticky fingers. Right, Mia giving us some more words of advice and encouragement, which is much appreciated. She really is very, very good at what she does. She's got a very, very bright future in front of her if she wants to go into being a coach or an instructor. She'd be very, very good at it. And back into trot again. And over the poles. Another nice trot. I mean, when Alaska starts listening to me, she is absolutely marvellous at riding, and it's a pleasure to ride her. You know, her ears are forward, you know, she salvates quite a lot, her head's in the right position, you can feel it, you know, when she's listening to you, and it's absolutely lovely. But unfortunately it doesn't happen very often. Most of the time it's a battle, you know, just to get her to listen to me, which is such a shame, because I really do enjoy riding her, and I know she enjoys it as well. But I suppose that it's probably just I'm not in the mood for it today, Mum. You know, I don't want to go out today, sort of thing. But yeah, it is a shame, really. But you just do the best that you can. Yep, my legs are all over the place again. Spaghetti legs, honestly. You know, she's a kind of horse, like I've said, you just got to keep on. You've just got to keep on. You've got to be a nag, really, for want of a better word. You know, keep kicking. I don't like kicking. I prefer to squeeze, but she doesn't respond to the squeeze hardly at all. I do have a whip with me occasionally, but I don't really like to use it unless I absolutely have to. And I mainly just use that if I wanted to do some jumping. Other than that, I don't really use it, because I just think to myself, I'd rather have the bond with her and a respect from her, and for her to listen to me. But if it is getting to the stage where I'm just having to kick constantly, and yeah, she does that as well, puts her head down and starts scratching her feet. You know, I understand if she's got an itch, but other than that, it can be disrespectful. Then I will have to start using my whip again, just for as and when I need it. Just a little tap on the shoulder, that's all it would ever be used for, as and when you need. But yeah, she's you know, like I say, not the best lesson. I sort of feel a bit really embarrassed, I suppose. I mean, I probably shouldn't say that I feel embarrassed. I mean, I don't normally ride this bad, to be honest with you. I normally ride a lot better than this. Not that I'm putting it in excuses or anything like that, but yeah, I think on this particular lesson she's making me look bad. But hey ho, you know, that's horses, isn't it? You know, when I got off just feeling a little bit deflated, a little bit, you know, annoyed with myself, really, because I know I can do better. I mean, I have done better, a lot better. I mean, before I had Alaska, I had 2 thoroughbreds. You know, they were ex-race horses and I rode them. So, you know, fair's fair. I've loaned horses and I've ridden them. I've been to riding school. I know riding school horses are different to on your own, I mean, obviously. But what I'm saying is you know, I'm not a beginner. Absolutely not a professional, absolutely not. But I am better than this. This is not a good example of my riding today. So I do apologise. I hope this isn't boring for you and a bit tedious. But I think that this kind of thing can help people just to see, hopefully, how bad you are in the beginning to how good you can get in a few weeks' time. So let's turn it round, people, and let's turn it into something positive, yeah? Because that's what I'm going to do. You know, we're just going to continue on. I'm going to persevere. We're going to ride almost every day, and I'm going to get her out of these bad habits, and we're going to have a competition horse at the end of it. That's the goal, but let's just see what happens. But you know, it is what it is for now. But we will keep going. And as long as Alaska's happy and healthy and there's no problems and all the rest of it, I will continue. I mean, she has just got over an abscess, to be fair, I suppose, which is more or less healed up now. She's just got a little bit of a scab. But yeah, she's a very, very strong-minded horse and knows her own mind. And if she doesn't want to do something, she ain't doing it. Yeah, a bit like me, I suppose. That's why we're so well suited. But never mind. We'll end up banging our heads together, won't we? So, you know. Right, just coming around to the bottom of the arena in a nice walk there. Nice and calm. Yep, nice little trot there, a bit wonky. And over the pole, she does that beautifully. Right, so we are coming to the end of the lesson now. So if you liked the video today, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any positive advice for me or any tips, then please leave them in the comments below. We wanted to finish on a positive, so we had a lovely little canter just up the bridle path, and I think she thoroughly enjoyed this, as I did as well. So thank you so much for joining me on my channel. Don't forget to come back soon, where I'll have lots more lessons and lots more to look forward to. Take care and see you soon.